everyone, welcome to your weekly reading for August 15th through August 21st. I'd like to share my appreciation to everyone for supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. Now, let's find out what Spirit has in store for you this week. And hello to you, Virgo. Thank you for joining me. And let's get started with your reading for this week. We are starting with the Two of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So lots of challenge going on for you, but at least we do have an action card right there in the mix for you. The Ten of Swords, more challenge, Virgo. And then the Page of Cups. Ooh, the Nine of Swords. And the Ten of Pentacles. So I am relieved to see that there's a little less challenge here. Though we know challenge can be wonderful, it can be awesome, it can literally just be something great. But that's a lot of one suit there, Virgo. So let's not keep you waiting on that. Let's just go ahead and start with your swords. So the Two of Swords is talking about having a period of indecision. Something needs to come to a head. So we already know with that first card being the Two of Swords, Virgo, there's something that you need to decide that you haven't been able to. But you might need to bring other people into it, maybe even people that you wouldn't normally seek out. Someone who you might have thought you would never seek advice from might be exactly who you need to talk to this week. So with the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords is talking about patience and waiting for your sense of right timing. So because you have been, I think you already have been patient, you have been waiting for the right time for this, almost to the point where this decision that needs to be made and you waiting for that right timing has almost made you feel trapped in the situation. You don't want to feel like that. You know, you have to trust in your sense of right timing. So it's coming up. I mean, we already know you need to quit standing on it. You need to quit waiting for it. You might need to involve this person. I'm thinking, yes, there's someone who you have been dreading involving, probably. Someone who you really don't want to discuss this with, but you know that they are exactly the right person to talk to. So that means suck it up, Virgo. Suck it up and talk to this person. Get this resolved, because it seems like it's something big, something you really need to get resolved, get off your chest. Then you have the Knight of Swords. Excuse me. The Knight of Swords is talking about seeking rational and logical solutions to something. So wanting to just move forward with it, but as we can see right here, it's been gnawing at you. It's not something you're jumping into. So the Knight of Swords is, in this case, it's not something that you are going to do rashly. It is time to make some movement. So perhaps you've really, thought about it and you realize, yeah, it's time for this to happen. My mind is finally made up and this is going to happen. So your Knight of Swords is action. It is time to take action now. You're not going too quickly. You're not doing anything rash. This has been thought about. It is something you know needs to be decided. Then we have the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is talking about having that finality, making that decision, in this case, Virgo, making your decision and then moving forward from it. And it is something that you will be happy to have resolved, but you will not feel. And I think in this case, really, it's not going to feel like a victory. It's going to feel like, I'm just glad this is over. And I have, I did wait a good long time. Finally got the guts to do it. I'm going to go for it. You have your sense of right timing together, but it's just like, wow, okay, let's get it done. I didn't want to do it, but now that it's done, I'm glad. Then you have the Nine of Swords. With your Nine of Swords, it's saying that you are having some trouble with the stress and the anxiety that this lack of decision has caused. So all of those things coming into play, Virgo, it's saying that, yeah, you do need to do this. You have known for a little while that you need to make this decision. It has caused you some stress and some anxiety, some sleepless nights possibly, but now you are at a point where you are able to step back from it and really see what would be best for you. So it is, the Nine of Swords is saying, even though you have had those sleepless nights, you have let it cause you some needless anxiety if you had addressed it sooner. But you do know now, and you feel good with your decision to move forward with it, Virgo. So it has caused you some problems. It has been stressful. But can you work around that?
Just fine.
Okay. So even though it has caused you that stress, the Nine of Swords is just saying you are okay with this. You are fine, and now it is time to address this. So since we've had all of this stuff going on with your challenge with your swords have been all over the place. With your Queen of Wands, your action card, she is saying that you will have that sense of accomplishment. You're going to be inspired and have this very optimistic view about it. So I think that the Queen is directly talking to the Nine of Swords, where you're getting that sense of clarity and the momentum to get to that point, to say, yes, I want to be sure about my decision. I'm ready to make it. And I am at a point where I feel very comfortable with it. So good for me, right? And the Queen of Wands is saying, yes, it is time for you to do this. You have had time to think about it. This is a very actionary time. So you will feel very, very good about this. The optimistic view of it, that sense of accomplishment, almost a vibrance about your decision to go ahead and move forward with it. So again, your challenge and your action, even though you have that one little action card, she is definitely embracing this. Make this decision, and it will be good for you, and it will be to your best interest and help other people. So on that note, let's look at your emotional card, your Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups, we are talking about guidance and being connected with one another, a strong sense of kinship, and just good news in general about relationships. So all of those things, that fabric of life, the meshing of people. So your decision, I've got the feeling this decision is going to put you in touch with a lot of people. It's going to give you a strong sense of community. So whatever this choice is, it's affecting a lot of people, Virgo. Maybe not globally. We're not, unless you're CEO of some major corporation. But as us, the little people, you, Virgo, as the man or woman on the street, it's going to affect a lot of people in your world. It's your community. It's a community decision, one that everybody will feel the ripple, feel the repercussions from. And then with your Nine of Pentacles, it's saying a very strong sense of good luck and prosperity, high self-esteem, high confidence. So you're feeling like your decision and the work you have done is very beneficial to everyone. It's very, you feel rewarded by your work. So again, I'm feeling really community-minded with this, and a decision that's taken you a long time to make, Virgo, but you will make the best decision for it, for your situation, and it will work well in all your realms. And that's what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you all.